Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Narik Chase channel. I'm your boy Narik Chase, and with me again we have Miss Madam B,
Hi.
and we are doing another Madam B and Narik reviews. And then this time we are going to be talking about the 1994 television movie, TV movie,
Yeah.
Death of the Cheerleader, also known as A Friend to Die For. And I honestly agree with you. A Friend to Die For does make more sense.
Yeah. Anyway, A Friend to Die For, also known as Death of a Cheerleader, is one of them Lifetime movies. I love Lifetime. Wish I could get the channel, but I love Lifetime. Anyway, this movie is actually based on the real life murder of Kirsten Costas, who's killed by her classmate back in '84. Now, usually with a movie and it's being set in to Lifetime or stuff like that, they usually do a little bit more with the movie. Now, I looked at the movie and then I went back and read on what happened with Kristen. It is what I read. It is exactly the way it happened in the movie. There are no side stories that I read or anything. What happened to her happened in the movie. Usually there'd be a little bit more of something, but it was like, what do you call that? Where it's just just whoosh.
I don't know. I thought you was doing the jutsu. Y'all see that? She was just, I was like,
Okay,
gosh.
but yeah. Anyway, Death of a Cheerleader is just about a popular girl and an unpopular girl. She, well, you said looked like there was something wrong with her.
I don't care what nobody say. That girl looked like something was wrong with her.
Yeah,
The
it
entire
stars Tori
movie.
Spelling and Kelly Martin. Tori Spelling, as you all know, is, well, I ain't gonna say now because I haven't heard anything from her or anything. That was, you know, popular actress. He, anyway, she plays this popular girl, Stacy Lockwood, and she's just like the basic popular girl. Everybody know her. Everybody, much like Allison on Pretty Little Liars. But like I said, it really shouldn't have been called a cheerleader. They showed maybe a cheerleading scene maybe once. Yeah, everybody knew she was a,
The whole cheerleader thing
yeah,
wasn't
everybody
really
knew she was a
important.
cheerleader. There were plenty of other cheerleaders, but so she, I guess, befriends Kelly. It's like it was like forced because Kelly's friend was in their group with Stacy. So Kelly's friend, let me get her name. Keep talking.
Okay, look, I'm gonna say this. Look, the movie wasn't really a bad movie because it does go through those themes where when you're in school and you have the different prejudices, the social ladder, the different groups. You got the popular girls, you got the nerds, you got the goths, the jocks. All of that does play a role in this movie, and I do like the fact that even though it's a story about tragedy, it does shed light on how that affects kids. Now, honestly, what's the girl name again? The main girl.
Stacy Lockwood.
Now, Stacy Lockwood girl. I did not like her character because the problem with
Jamie Hall.
there
Yeah.
you go.
Okay.
And see, the problem with her character is she was not likable. She didn't have no likable qualities. And look, I understand. You're a person, and you see somebody that's in a position that you want. I can understand you idolizing them somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, this is a real problem. Like I said, it's an unfortunate story, but it's a real problem. And I don't like the fact that as like this girl, as much as she downed herself, she had more going for her than the cheerleader girl. So it's like, why did you put down what you had going on, which was a hell of a lot more than what this girl got going on?
That it's like if you want to be liked, you have to be either popular or group in with the popular people. Now, as for Angela, that's her name in the movie. She she got in with them, but even then, she was like, she was still.
She was obsessive. She was obsessing over this girl, which I don't like. Again, I don't understand. I mean, to some extent, I do understand. I can understand if you don't got nothing going for yourself, and but she was an exceptionally smart girl. She could have had anything she wanted, and and I liked her friend because her friend kept trying to get her out of that. She's like, "Why are you liking that girl?" And the girl obviously had issues. She didn't have no confidence in herself or anything, and I even like the friend that was actually in the group because she developed as a character,
Yeah.
and I do like that. And like I said, I do like the fact that this movie does address the whole social ladder thing that goes on in school. Because you kind of, to some extent, you start feeling sorry for the girl, but then she just keeps going on. And by the time she does what she does in the movie, you're like, you kind of feel sorry for her, but then you don't. Because what did I say when watching the movie? Somebody that's got those obsessive people that like someone.
She was quiet, shy. So
Something wrong with them.
when she got she was wanting to, one of her goals, like high school goal, was to be a cheerleader. She didn't get in. So she was like wanted to be close to Stacy and her other friend Jamie in a, I guess, a club they call
But
the
I thought the
Larks.
reason why she went to be a cheerleader was to become closer to that girl.
Yeah. But she still got in with the Larks.
Oh, okay.
But
This
she
was a
didn't.
lark.
It was a club, social club. See,
Oh,
I guess they do some good around in the community. See, that's what people don't get. You have your clubs, and then, but what goes on in the club? Yeah, they're doing good for the community, but what goes on in the club, and then,
sleeping with older men.
but then when somebody gets hurt, you don't want to believe it. It was like, well, they do so much good in the community. That's what they didn't want to believe about the Larks, because the Larks was just snobs. They were selfish. They were bullies.
And this is my thing with the girl. If you want to be popular, do something to make yourself popular. Don't just sit there and whine about you're not popular. You're a timid girl talking about you want the popularity of this girl, but you don't do nothing. Now there were some moments in the movie where she she got glanced over, and then I'm like, yeah, that was wrong. The
Hmm.
part with the principal when they was at the desk, what the
Yeah.
principal do? Said hey to the cheerleader girl, completely ignored her. I was like, what? Who the hell does that?
Right. So in the movie, they had it kind of like, yeah, Stacy is the shit. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, like everybody in the world was like, and to some extent, and like I said, you can to some extent feel sorry for the main chick because she did somewhat feel like an outcast. Now she didn't feel as much of an outcast as that goth girl, cause they went ham on that goth girl. I felt so that if that's one character I felt sorry for, like when the cheerleader girl got stabbed, didn't care because she was a douche.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, they do good in the community, but like the girl, she was in there with them. She got out because she knew what they were like, so they decided to pick on her.
Like
The goth girl, she was a part of their group a while. Then she got out. That's when they decided to pick on her.
like that right there was wrong. Like I said, that's why I'm like this. The Stacey, I'm like because she was a douchebag. But most girls like that are douchebags, and they're not popular because people like them. Yeah, they suck up and they kiss a lot of ass, but they're popular because they're mean and they try to assert their dominance, and people follow them. What did the friend say? She didn't like the girl at all. She was just afraid of her.
Hmm.
And then you got this chick right here, which, like I said, at first I felt sorry for her, but then what did Uncle Phil say in the movie? He was like,
Uncle Phil.
he was like, don't feel sorry for that girl. Cause the dude was like, I kind of feel sorry for her. Like, don't feel sorry for her. Feel sorry for the girl she killed. You just can't feel sorry for the girl she killed because she was a douche. I mean, yeah, it was wrong that she did it, but she still was a dick.
I mean, like like I said, it went just like I'm still trying to think of that word, but you really don't get much out of the movie except like Stacy and they were kind of I wouldn't say they got close.
I'm trying to figure out what was the point of her letting her in the group.
It was like, okay, you know how the pretty girls always have that little shy friend. Yeah,
I
and
thought,
shy, either shy friend, shy and ugly, or just ugly.
oh, it made them feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like thinking, I was like, why did she befriend her? Cause like this whole time you didn't give a damn about this girl, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, yeah, I want you to come hang with us.
And then, cause Jamie was in there too.
The
And
likable, the
yeah,
likable
Angela's
friend.
friend, she was also in there
So the
too.
girl's name Angela.
Yeah, the little shy one.
Okay. But yeah, this entire movie, I'm looking at this movie, I'm like, something is clearly wrong with this girl. Like, she needs some help. Because she's sitting here, and if I was the friend, I would have brought it up to her parents. I'm like, look, man, your daughter is cool as hell, but something's wrong with her. Because she's obsessing over this one girl. And then we all knew it was going to go left field when she was like, hey, there's this party. Uh, and why don't you, which the parents do deserve to take blame, especially the mom. About the car,
Yeah, she was
that's what
like,
led to it.
"Why don't you walk back home and I get the car?" Ooh, that would have been a slap to the face.
Yeah, I was like,
Like
and the
she
mom
could
was like,
have,
okay.
like she could have just said that at home. You know, like, Mom, you know, I'm responsible. Just let me take the car to this babysitting job, and I'll be careful. But no, she had her mom take her to the house and then said, "Why don't I get the car and you walk back home?"
I just thought about something. Why did the sister leave that knife in the car?
She was eating cucumbers. She was
But she left it in the car.
yeah, she left it in the car. And then she's like, "Why did she leave the knife?" She's like, "Well, my sister likes to eat in the car." That was the reason.
So her family damn near set her up too. Gosh. Mom gives her the means of transporting the victim, and the sister gives the victimizer the ways of dispatching the victimizee.
But anyway, I really didn't see like I guess it was like over some months that I guess, but I really didn't see Angela getting like where okay, you know how obsessive people get over another person. I didn't see her calling and hanging up or being spotted outside Stacy's window or
See, I think it was she was borderline, but she wasn't crazy. But what happened with when she ended up stabbing the girl, that was like I told you, when you like when somebody you meet and you like them and you like think the world of them, but then they fail to meet your expectations. What do you come at them with? Anger and rage.
yeah, but it didn't show that.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to see a little bit of that. All we saw was um the friendship is kind of going down. If even if it was a friendship, I don't think it
It
was.
wasn't.
And then her picking Stacy up and talking about this party, and that was it.
But I'm talking about like the part where she got the begging her. She's like, please, please give me another chance and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And you're like, you don't want to give me no chance. You don't want to give me no chance. And then the girl was antagonizing her too. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't mean what the girl did was right, but the girl was antagonizing her too. You're like, well, I always thought you was a freak. I hate you. Ah, you're a freak. And I'm like, why would you say stuff like that? But the lawyer guy did say, like guy did say, hey, we should blame the social, because that's what the social status and we in school. That's what happens.
Hmm.
But it also is a thing where, like, I don't think her parents really paid attention to her like that
It
either.
not really because her dad was always working on cars, and her mom was either praying or
And it was like a really Catholic whatever it
yeah,
was. Like they were extreme there, so you can understand how the well being of your child's mental stability was not important at
right.
all. at all. The only person that might have seemed like she cared were the two friends and the sister. Everybody else didn't care. And I'm like, it should be kind of a problem because your daughter didn't really have any friends.
Yeah.
She didn't really. What else did she do besides be smart? Like I can't think of anything she did. She didn't go play basketball. She didn't read. She didn't go hang out with other people. She just went to school and chilled with the one girl, and that was it.
Okay. So, following the event after she stabbed Stacy and left her for dead, if it wasn't for her mind getting all over the place, she probably would have got away with it.
Yeah, she just wouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, she did pass the lie detector test, but that very easy to pass. All you gotta do is control your breathing, other crap like that.
Okay, but all right. So in the ending of the movie, she does confess. All right. Do you think do you think that she got like a worthy sentence?
That's kind of they were teenagers. She got
Is it 15 years?
um they were what 16.
I thought you were a little bit, maybe 16.
She got confined until she was 25, or I think they said 23. Yeah, that she was released in 1992 at 23.
Do you think that she got the proper sentence? No,
I don't know because
because even though it was murder, even though she did murder the girl, she didn't try to murder the girl. But when you
that's what they're going on. That it was like a classic case of what?
now look, I don't know if the real life girl did that, but going by what the movie established, like she didn't try, she didn't do all that to. Because think about it, when she did the whole party thing, when she was like, "Come to this party with me," she was doing it as like a last ditch effort. Uh,
Yeah, but that's what it said. In real life, planned to take her to a party. She got angry when she's like told her there was no dinner, there was no party, dinner party, whatever. And so they I guess
yeah, the
argued a
movie,
little bit, and yeah, like I said, everything that happened, they put it in the movie.
but the movie, the reason why the girl got pissed was she was like, "Okay, this is a grown person people party, but I'm not
Yeah,
invited to it."
yeah, she was like, we're just gonna go in.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know, all right. Let me ask you: do you think the movie would have been better served more as more of a law movie, like a crime movie, rather than this like drama? Because I told you I didn't like the girl. I didn't find no likable qualities about her. Everybody else, the girl that was a bitch had more likable qualities than she did.
Like like
Like
after this murder, they would make a new law.
no, like after the murder, the movie is them in court dealing with it,
Yeah.
and then like throughout the movie, flashbacks of what happened,
Mhm.
like different accounts and stuff like that. Do you think the movie would have been better suited as that? Because when we watch the movies like Death of the Cheerleader or whatever, it, like at first I didn't know what the hell was happening. She got stabbed, and I was like, okay, she's dying, and then something, and then it was like, this is what happened on day one. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Okay.
But
I get it. Yeah.
yeah, kind of like that movie, Devil Knots.
The
Remember?
devil's not.
Yeah, remember the boys came up missing,
Mhm.
and they found out the boys were dead, and it was like the guy was like not a lawyer per se, but it was like the movie was like half trial, but it was like half telling the story or what
Yeah.
happened.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it. That's this movie would have been better served because you would have seen more stakes. You probably would have seen more emotion from the girl, and you probably would have seen got a better understanding of her. But the whole time you're watching the movie, you can't feel sorry for the girl because the entire time she's not doing anything for herself. She's obsessing over this girl, or maybe not even the girl herself. That status that girl has,
Mhm.
and it's like you can't like somebody that's like that.
Okay. Well, it maybe was just the girl because if it was like status. She could have. Well, her friend was in there too.
But like I said, her friend, almost the two girls were the most likable characters. The most the character that deserved the most sympathy, the gothic character, especially that part where the girl was murdered. Everybody thought the gothic girl did it, and what was it? You see
Yeah.
that chase that girl down the hall. I was like, that was crazy.
Right.
But that's how like one of those like towns do those tight knit Christian towns, and everybody's got this one track mind thing, this weird hive mind. But I still say I say it's a decent movie. I say
It was
it was
decent,
decent.
but in real life, I guess back then, 9 years for murder, whether it was, people did say that it was premeditated because she dressed casually, and they still talking about the knife. Like, okay, why would somebody have a knife that big just to slice vegetables? But in the movie, that's what it was there for. I don't see why she had a knife
I
that
about to say
big.
because when I cut vegetables, there ain't no knife that big.
Yeah, so
I use a spoon.
they said that she never did plan to take her to a party, but she just planned to murder her.
But
With
that's
one last effort to try and be her friend, to try for,
yeah. And I think the problem with that was if you're gonna try to do something like that, don't make it like. Well, the point of the story is, people, if you're trying to have a last ditch effort to being somebody's friend, don't do it. Ditch the effort. I like that. The last ditch effort. Ditch the effort. Um,
I still think that she got off pretty easy with 9 years and was released 7 and the rest on parole. Because at 23, she still had her whole life. Other people don't have that. She can have kids, a husband. Mommy, what did you do when you were a teenager?
I don't know. I don't know what man will try to get with that though. Think about it, because it's like I remember your last ditch effort, so I'm ditching your effort. Let me stop. But anyways, what would you give this movie?
Uh,
'Cause me personally, even though I didn't
I
like the main chick, I said I'd still give it like a 3.
3.5.
We don't do halves.
We really don't do 3.5.
Mm-mm. It's a cheap way on a definite.
Okay, 3.
All right. I got my 3 out of 5, and I got her forced 3 out of 5. So, anyways, guys, in the comment section below, let us know: did you watch this movie? What did you think about it? Did you even like remotely like any of the characters in the movie? Because I hated that girl. She was weird. But anyways, hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what's going on this channel, as well as be sure to stay tuned on mainly Thursdays where we upload videos, and we'll definitely catch you guys later.